off like.
Right, here we go. First episode of the TDO podcast. Obviously, we've done a few review videos. I've put the feelers out there for the last few weeks to be well received, really. So today's podcast is going to be based on our very own Sam Hamilton. But before we dive into it, just got a few people we need to shout out that have made this video possible today.
LOPL competitions, fantastic online competitions. Get across to their Facebook pages and on their website, which is on this leaflet here. You can put in TDO25 at the checkout and you'll get a 25% discount on that. So get across and to their website, guys. Darts Vaults, Mark Speak, Tina Shinton, fantastic people, everything 3D printed related. And if you get across on there and put in TDO10, you can get 10% off with them, guys. So thank you to them for making this possible.
Right, so this is something I've been looking forward to doing for a long time. A lot of you may know me and Sam, the best of friends. I'm going to be best man at his wedding in a couple of weeks. A lot of you have only really been affiliated with him over the past couple of years, so a lot of you don't really understand the journey he's been on, the places he's been, the achievements he's got. And since we've started the TDO, it's always been a big thing of mine where I wanted to get into a conversation with him, maybe to divulge to you all really where he's been, what he's done, and he's kindly agreed to do this today. So here we go. How are you, mate? Excited to be the first guest?
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Obviously, going forward, you'll be hosting with me a lot, but today, you're mine.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot I really want to go through with you today, but I think we should start at the beginning, really. So, what was your first experience with darts, and what made you want to dedicate a huge chunk of your life to it? Because I am also told that when you were younger, there was a choice to be made between snooker and darts.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I played snooker at a decent standard when I was 12, 13, 14. Used to play more or less every day with my good friend Shane Knight. We'd go down there and we'd practice. Both got selected for snooker teams within the Telford Snooker League. And it went from there, really. My love for snooker had never really died. It's just put on the back burner when we got into darts, and the main reason why I got into darts is because of Shane. Shane ended up playing for the snooker club dart team where we was.
That Little Dawley?
Little Dawley
That's
snooker.
now a shop.
Yeah, which is now a shop, yeah, Nisa local, Little Dawley,
Yeah.
which used to be Little Dawley Snooker Club. One of the nights when we were practicing in there, they were short. The team captain at the time, it was either Dave Neal or Wendy Talbot, come in, and they knew that Shane used to be able to play a little bit, so they asked him if he wanted to play, so he went in the back and played, and he went on and carried on being a part of the team, and then eventually got asked to play for the Shropshire Youth County team. This was Shane, and he was nervous about going, so he asked me if I'd go along with him, just to give him, like, so he'd have someone to talk to, basically. And I was meant to play Clwyd. Clwyd never turned up, the bus broke down, so they ended up having a doubles tournament, and asked if I wanted to play in the doubles competition, and I was like, yeah, go on. I was playing with Shane's brother's big brass darts, aluminium stems, and character flights. I think they were Terry Jenkins character flights on top of them, if I remember rightly. And yeah, that day, me and my partner went all the way to the final and got beat.
And that's where it begun.
And that's where it was. Eventually, after that, I started playing like local league darts, stuff like that, with a chap called Ian Barker. We used to play at the Pigeon Box in St George's and out of Broseley Cricket Club. Obviously, me and Shane as well. The first technical team I ever played in was in Shropshire Super League, so we jumped straight into
the big time.
Yeah, straight into the county sort of setup, and then moving on to Broseley 401 League. Yeah, so yeah.
So when I first met you, obviously we used to work at Johnson Controls together.
Yeah.
Which mainly still doing a bit of county youth then, but you were also doing the men's.
Yeah.
So you were doing both, wasn't you? Because
Yes.
when I first met you, I was just old enough to come and participate a little bit in county youth.
Yeah.
But then we also used to go away with county events. So how did
Yeah.
you end up being in both?
So obviously, from playing the local leagues and stuff, I got invited, like Shane did, going to play for the Shropshire Youth County team, and from there, obviously doing well in the youth systems, youth county systems, and doing well in Super League. I got my call up to play for Shropshire County, which believe it or not, which might surprise some people, still holds a fucking, sorry, mind my language.
That's all right.
Still holds a deep place in my heart. Representing Shropshire was a big part for me when I was younger, and yeah, so that's basically how I like through the Super League systems and the local league systems. That's how I ended up playing in both of them.
And how old were you then?
So I started playing darts when I was 16, and I made my first senior county appearance when I was 17.
12 months.
Yeah, 8 to 12 months, something like that. I was also winning a lot of man of the match awards, youth county and stuff like that, which helped gain the stage experience. If anyone's ever been in the Anstice, it's probably the biggest stage you can ever play on. So I've never, since playing for youth county and senior county, I've never really had a thing for stage presence. Like, I'm not scared to play on any sort of size of any stage, like, because obviously playing on so many. So yeah.
How did your first senior appearance go? Did you win?
No, I got beat 4-3 by Mark Stevenson. His lad now, Daniel, is flying on the JDC, plays in Modus and that sometimes, but I had 4 180s and got beat.
Yeah, welcome to darts.
Yeah.
So, obviously, you played Shropshire for a long time. When did you first decide to go to Q school? Was the first season you went and we went together, or had you been before?
No, I'd been before. I first went to Q school. It was all quite a rapid process for me. As soon as I was eligible to play PDC Youth, or I had the money to play PDC Youth, that's when I started jumping straight into that sort of system, and then from there, obviously, into Q schools and stuff like that. I think I might have been 18, 19 when I did my first Q school. So roughly around then.
Yeah, how did that go? Eye-opening.
Yeah, it was very eye-opening. The first time I went, obviously didn't go as planned, but come away very happy, and like those other sorts of tours you could play on. So we come away, we went back and played in them for a full year, and then back to Q school again. So.
Did you find, obviously, playing along those really high class players? Obviously, it was a different format back then as to what it is now. It was only a 3-day, was it back then?
Back then, yeah.
4 day?
3 days or 4? Yeah, 4 days.
4 days straight with no qualification process and that through it. But a lot of people I know that have been there, myself included, yes, even with my ability as bad as it is, I've actually paid to go there and be beaten 5 games in a row. People take a lot away from it sometimes. It gives them a sense of, they play at such a level, so when they come back to local leagues and things like that, it kind of holds them in good stead. Would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can go one or two ways. I mean, you can be winning everything round locally, and then you can take that step up.
Yeah.
And find it really hard, and it'll knock you back for a while. But like, obviously, the experience I had playing in the PDC youth system before I went to Q school, I already knew what the setup was like. I already knew what I was walking into as such. Yeah, it didn't win me talk hard, but I come away from that a better player.
Yeah.
Every time I went.
So while we're divulging on PDC Youth, we've been there, seen it, and done it all, haven't we?
Yeah.
And by we, I mean I was the chauffeur, Sam was the player, but we both win. That's my claim to fame. So we went on trains, every taxis, buses, you name it, all over the country.
Yeah, all sorts of transport. We've been there and done it.
And then we had that bad journey back from, was it Reading or Wigan? Wigan. And I said to you, we'll never get on the train again. Passed my test 6 weeks later, and off we went.
Yeah, you drove me everywhere then.
Yeah. Do you remember, because the thing is, what people don't understand is when Sam first started playing PDC Youth, the players that he was playing every week now dominate your TVs at home. So we'd be sat at tables with people now that you're asking for autographs in pubs or trying to get for exhibitions. If you think about the people that were on the youth tour, then you had Michael Smith, Van Gerwen, You know, you name them, they were all there. Dirk van Duivenbode,
Dimitri van den Berg,
Aaron Monk and his pomp. Sean Griffiths, by the way, who back then was elite.
Ricky Evans, David Pallett, everybody.
Yeah, you know. And this is why I wanted to do this podcast, because, you know, against that ilk, you actually won one.
Yeah, that's my little claim to fame that I've always, you know, I like mentioning it. You know,
Yeah.
it's a big thing for me, and yeah, I went on and won one, Barnsley Metrodome. Yeah, over the moon. That's probably the best thing I've done in darts. But to win against that sort of standard of players over a full day,
it was amazing
for me. Like, so yeah, I loved it.
And to be there myself, obviously a lot of people have played on the youth tour. To actually have your name down as a winner is a big thing. And back then it was massive. There wasn't the JDC and all this back then where you get catapulted into these events. It was sink or swim. It was all out of your own cost unless you had managers and backers, again, which were even harder to come by back then.
Yeah.
So that day, I'm just trying to remember, did you beat James Hubbard in the semi and Reece in the final, or was it?
No, that was the way you went,
Yeah.
Yeah, I beat James Hubbard in the semi-final and then Reece Robinson in the final, yeah.
Yeah, obviously Reece, close friend.
Class,
Yeah, still doing amazing things now on the Modus, and James, who won the World Youth final?
Yeah, James was
beat MVG in the final?
Yeah, he was a World Youth Champion 3 weeks before we played at Barnsley Metrodome.
Yeah.
So, yeah, to play against them lads, who are all of them basically consider friends now, is it's fantastic. Like,
so I'm right in thinking you still got a WhatsApp group with most of them.
yeah, we've got a WhatsApp group, and we've got all the old school big hitters in basically.
Yeah.
And it's good crack, like, you know what I mean. We have a bit of banter in there, and some lads post their results in there. I don't bother posting mine in there anymore.
No, they don't quite hold up to it, no.
But yeah, some of the lads are flying, so good on them. Good luck to them all.
Yeah, so to be fair, if it wasn't for you personally, I don't think I'd have had... I mean, I had the affiliation with darts when I was young. I loved it. I used to have the piss taken out of me by a lot of lads when I was younger because, you know, Dars loves darts, Dars love darts, and now they're all buying tickets to Premier League events in Birmingham and Manchester because it wasn't that big when we were younger.
Mm-hmm.
You were a very select group of people if you loved it. So my first experience of proper darts, obviously I used to come and watch you at County a lot, and I travelled with you all over the place and watch, you know, yourself, Ash Kayat, Mark Jones, those people that and I was just absolutely obsessed with it. The one memory I have got, we went to Q School in Wigan, we stayed at the lovely Carl Holden's house.
Yeah, Carl
Dawn, yeah, A180, they put us up, so big shout out to you for probably one of the best dart memories I've got. But you were actually playing really well that weekend, and I remember watching you play a gentleman called Royden Lamb. Now, if you don't know who Royden Lamb is, he wears like Polaroid glasses, like.
Yeah, like he back in the day used to wear either like bright white glasses. They used to look like swimming goggles basically, or bright red glasses. And he's out of Hong Kong, Royden. He's absolutely exceptional player.
I remember coming over because Sam would go, he'd play, then I'd normally run back, get him a bottle of water or whatever. Yes, I was his Joey, and yes, I'd do it again. And the game was over in about 9 minutes. Which was it first to 6 back then or 5?
It was first to 5.
First to 5. What did he beat you with?
5-1. He beat me with 114 average.
Got a lead though.
Yeah, did
Was that 11?
I had 100 average in that game and got beat 5-1.
I got one double in it.
Yeah.
And that was when I realised I was probably never going to make it in darts, so I used to just follow Sam and hope to do everything he did. So at that point, PDC Youth, 1-1, we're flying, we're everywhere. You had quite a few deals with managers, and then do you remember who your first manager was or your sponsor was? Because you've had a few.
Well, technically, my first person who really ever sponsored me was a chap called Neil Hodgkinson.
Yep.
From around here. He literally used to fund quite a lot of my stuff. He bought me flights and stems and that. He was never ever like a company or anything as such. He did it out of the goodness of his heart.
Yeah,
He just
a
wanted
good
to see me do well. And we used to play in teams and stuff together. Unfortunately, I don't see Neil much anymore. I mean, we talk to each other on Facebook and that, like, but it's something I'd like to rekindle, like, you know what I mean?
He's actually my neighbour now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Lives across the way.
Oh, does he?
By you know where the pub is, yeah, lives just down there. So.
And I'd like to get back chatting to Neil. He's a nice guy, good chap. Did a lot for me. Always did. So the first one was
Neil.
Yeah.
And then would it have been Jerry?
Yeah, we moved on then to Linda Duffy. She used to go by the name of Linda Batten, and Jerry Kennedy was a part of that as well. Jerry's out of Ireland, lovely guy, and Linda, fantastic woman. They did amazing for me, did a lot for me. I'm pretty sure Linda is still involved with Josh Payne. Josh Payne used to be my roommate, and probably had the best 2.5 years of my life with them guys, like, you know what I mean. And it's one of my regrets, to be fair, because I decided to come away from that deal, and I really shouldn't have. But you know, you live and you learn as you grow up.
Yeah.
And you grow older. It's something that something that's bugged me, to be fair, for a long time. But yeah, it was Jerry and Linda. Then I moved on to a chap called Daniel Lilly, Future Stars of Darts Management, and had a very good year and a half with Daniel, and he's decided to come away from it and managing players as such, and yeah, so I got that wrong there.
Yeah.
So I've gone from Linda, and then I've moved on to another chap. I forgot his name now, but it didn't work out how it should have worked out, and it was like I got promised the world, and I basically got threw in the bin, like.
Yeah.
So and then we moved on from said bloke, and then we went on to Daniel Lilly at Future Stars Darts Management. Fantastic relationship. Started really playing some nice stuff again under Dan, and I just want to shout out Darren Manning here, because Darren Manning took some time out a lot for a good probably a good year and a half, carting me about as well as yourself.
Yeah.
And we was at a table, and I can't remember who we sat around, but Danny was at the table, and he was chatting, and I was away practicing my headphones, and he was talking about he was scouting players and looking for players, and I didn't know that Darren had a word with him. And he come over and he watched I was playing Andy Bolton, and I think he was first to 6, and Andy was beating me 5-4, and I had 138 left, and I went 18 treble 20, and then I went for a 20 to leave tops, but I slipped straight into the treble 20 and busted. Andy missed, and then I went up and took the 138 out to make it 5-all. Lost the game though, 6-5. And but ultimately, the composure in it in that checkout after not dropping my head, got me the deal with Danny. So, and they had some fantastic players as well. They had Scotty Taylor. Scott's gone on to do great things in the Modus. He's a great player from Lancashire, and a young lad called Billy. And they also had who I was roommating with at the time, Jack Tweddle. And me and Jack very good friends, speak quite a little bit still. And Jack's sponsored by Mission now. He's flying, like number 1 in the ADC rankings in the country, I think. Might be wrong, but Jack's doing really well. His partner's fantastic. They've got a lovely little family, so good on them.
So after a lot of this, you've come away, you've had beautiful children. Darts kind of had to go on the back burner for a while.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, priorities, and I can always say you're a man of your priorities. And then we play local league, played Thursday night with a team from the Dudley Social. Yeah. Sam Child's captain, just chucked that in there. We won that league with ease.
Yeah,
just a little one there for you, Sam Child. Class captain. And then the ADC starts up. So I didn't know much about it until you started speaking to me about this is happening in darts, it's becoming a big thing. You're quite normally my avenue into anything new in regards to the darts world. And this was back when it was just
it's just starting
just starting up, and there was already a representative that was doing a little bit around in Telford, but I know you then joined in and started introducing it on a bigger scale.
Yeah, look, there was 2 people involved before me, so it wasn't like I come in and I was at it straight away. There was 2 people involved before me. The one woman didn't quite cut it, so they moved her on, and Luke Perry at the time, who was the regional director for the Midlands, asked me to come on and be involved, and I did. Me and Luke worked together for about 5-6 weeks, and then Luke decided to throw it in, and got my teeth into it a little bit. Really enjoyed it. Like I invited my mate over, Andrew. He come across, and we really started turning it on and bringing, you know, multiple sponsorships in, driving the Midlands to be as big as it is now. I decided to come away to concentrate on what we're doing here with the TDO, which I think we're doing really well. Andrew's carried on, and the ADC's gone from strength to strength in the Midlands. So credit to the ADC and credit to Andrew as well. So fair play to you.
I suppose with your experience in being in that, we spoke about doing things. We spoke about it for years, haven't we? Drunken conversations, sober conversations. Could we help people? Do we run events? Do we do this? Do we do that?
Yeah.
And I suppose after the ADC, you kind of thought to yourself, you know what? Let's not work for the man. Let's be the man.
Yeah.
Let's be our own bosses. Let's have our own input on everything. Let's not be driven to do things a certain way. And then we sat down. You said you were going to start looking for players. We originally were only ever going to take on one player. Yeah. And that first player we decided on was Mr. Nathan Grice.
Yeah, Nathan Grice. At that time, didn't have a nickname. Now goes by the name of the Gladiator.
And operates like one as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, prior to this video, he has just won the Andy Sandiford charity knockout at Dawley Social Club. He has won his first JDC Foundation Tour event. He is absolutely growing in stature every day. And we're dead proud of you, buddy. And the journey will go on, obviously.
Absolutely, yeah, we are dead proud of you, Nathan. You're doing really well, so just keep it up, mate. Just keep that level-headed on you.
We went to meet Nathan and Hannah in the, what was the pub?
The Honeysuckle in Newport. We went across there, and Anna come up, and
Nathan rolled out of bed.
Nathan was really nervous, asked his mum if he had to come across and meet us, and we presented a bit of a deal on the table. At first, when we started doing this, everything was a gentleman's handshake agreement, so we took Nathan on under that. But now they're signed. So
and their family as well, might I add.
Yeah.
And Nathan then led us to Oscar.
Yeah, young Oscar, yeah. We had a few conversations about Oscar backwards and forwards. Yeah. We'd seen him in the church wickets. And obviously I'd seen Oscar along with Nathan when I was looking at Nathan when he used to play up at the ball point where we have our events. And we took a bit of a punt on Oscar. At that time, like we spoke about this, I'm sure his parents and Oscar won't mind me saying his attitude wasn't the best. So we went with like a 7 week trial period,
yeah.
But within 2 or 3 weeks of that, we were completely sold on the kid.
Yeah.
He completely changed how he is. He's still got that fire in his belly.
Which we wouldn't change for the world.
Yeah, which we wouldn't change for the world, and we wanted to keep that.
Especially coming from somebody that is very similar.
I was exactly the same when I was younger, so I can't really get into it too much because it made me a hypocrite, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but Oscar, absolutely brilliant, amazing, JDC Tour winner. It's just the list going on with both of these lads. We could go on all day about them, couldn't we?
And just a quick shout out, Hannah, Chris and Sam.
And Matt.
Yeah, and Matt. Sorry, Matt, buddy. And Matt. It's a pleasure. So thank you for giving us your trust where the lads are concerned. And,
absolutely, mate, yeah.
And for all of your input and help. You make it so much easier where we're concerned. And we're very grateful.
Also Terry, haven't we?
Oh, no, I was getting to Terry.
Sorry.
I was getting to Terry in a second. So before we signed Terry, we started running events.
Yeah.
And Terry played on one.
Yeah.
And he kept dropping little subtle hints, banging the TDO banner. You've known Terry a very long time.
Yeah.
I've obviously had interactions with Terry as well. A lovely, happy guy. What a darts player, by the way.
Yeah, fantastic player.
Always has been. Actually played me at Super League once, beat me 3-0 with like or 4-0 with like a 32 average or something. Yeah. Incredible human being. We then had quite a few conversations because we never wanted to sign any adult players really.
No,
we
not really.
was never going to be any kind of profit or anything like that. It was just solely going to be to help some young people to go through the things that you've been through to make sure they don't get treated the way that you've been treated.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's basically why I wanted to start all this up. You've been with me all the way through it, and I've been on the receiving end of the good and the bad, the ups and the downs. Like, yeah, fair enough, you were there with me, but the player takes the brunt of it. Like, you know what I mean? And I just try and make these lads' lives so much easier, so they can just play their game.
Yeah, there's no stress.
Make sure they're in a happy environment all the time, and nothing negative really.
No. So with Terry, he was winning a lot. He was very engaging. He's got the personality we require, that we like. He's
One of the lads, isn't he?
He's one of the lads, really. So he became our third signing, which isn't bad considering we was only going to do one.
Yeah.
Terry is on the Modus September 11th and 12th on Pluto TV, so hopefully you can all tune in to watch that. We've got big belief in him. If he makes finals night as best man at Sam's wedding, which is the same day, I'm going to have it in my pocket on the slide to watch it. Because if Mrs. Hamilton to be catches me, she'll probably glass me.
She'll probably watch it.
She'll probably be watching it with us, to be fair. She's also Leanne and my wife Olivia as well. The endless nights of them not listening to me and you on the phone.
They're a massive part of what we're doing. So.
We go missing for nights at a time. they do put up with a lot, don't they?
Yeah.
So that's massive as well. Going back to yourself, Sam, anything you would do different?
Yeah.
A lot?
Yeah. I just when we used to play in these events, PDC youth events. The youth events, they went from under 21, and then basically as I turned 21, they went to under 23, and then for a year and a half, just as I turned 23, they went to under 25s. PDC. Just kept putting it up. It's like it fell for me every time, but never really. Say I won one, and I was dedicated because I was dedicated.
Mm-hmm.
When I was at these events, never really took it completely serious. Which like I'd sit at the table with everybody, we could just get fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Everybody knows I've always drank when I play, and it's always been a problem of mine. And if I could go back and change one thing, it would be to dedicate myself more to my practice whilst at these events and learn to control my alcohol more.
Yeah.
Absolutely it would.
Because we used to go out, so if we was there on a Friday night and a Saturday night, we'd be out till 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Come back in at 4.
Yeah.
Be up at 7 in the venue for 8 drinking.
Yeah, and we'd be drinking away, and then like I'd be drinking until I'm out basically, and it's just not the right way to do
No,
things.
it's not.
Yeah, if I could, I'd take it back. I don't regret anything I've ever done. I've met some fantastic people and some friends for life through darts. I'm not one of these to regret, but if I could go back and change some things, then yeah, I'd change the alcohol aspect of it, because I've still got a problem up until this day with it. I still have to drink to play, and I always have done, and I've come to the conclusion that I always will do. But I don't, like, as daft as it sounds, I don't go to the extent that I used to when I was younger, because
we were stupid, weren't we?
with it, like, and now I'm not playing as much all the time. Hopefully one day I can again.
Yeah.
But at the moment I'm not. But yeah, ultimately the alcohol and the complete socialising of it, I would change from back in the day.
I suppose that's the beauty of the youth players of today. They've never had to learn the trade in a pub, like drinking, coming up through it.
Yeah.
They just solely go in there for their games, there's all the youth setups, so they get to play to a standard before the drink becomes a part of it.
Absolutely. Now you've got the JDC, you can start playing JDC events when you're like, I think it's 14 or something like that. It might be younger, I think it is younger.
Yeah.
And you can play a full tour for years and years and years and get used to playing under, without any, like, get used to match pressure.
Yeah.
But like, back in the day we were just slung in the pub and away you go. Like.
So, on a brighter note, as you know, we're going from strength to strength. It's probably been 6 months we didn't really envisage going the way it's going.
Didn't expect it to be like this now.
Obviously, there'll be another video dropping prior to this about our October 25th card. We've got a Christmas card all booked up now. We've just signed an exclusive deal with Ballpoint Sports Bar for 11 events next year.
Yeah.
Where does the TD Hub go in the future?
Who knows, eh?
Where's the ceiling?
The ceiling's as big as we want to make it, I personally believe. I think, I don't know, I'm going to be ambitious and say we can start pushing into the venues like the bookmarket in Shrewsbury, stuff like this. Like within 2 to 3 years, I think we could be as big as we want to be.
Yeah.
we've got things in place that divide us from the rest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just want to put it out there. Credit to everybody who's trying to put these nights on, because it's a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
And absolute got the full backing of everybody. We've just agreed to sponsor Flight Nights at Gilbert, so we want to give them a shout out.
Yeah, Reece Cook Lucas
and Lauren. We want to give them a shout out while we're on here. Just agreed to sponsor one of their practice boards for their nights, so we hope that's a massive success.
Give more players the chance to feel
absolutely
big time. You know, it's not easy to find situations where you can be on a crowd, on a stage in front of a crowd of your family and friends, and have your own walk on, and you know,
make it about you.
Make it about you. You know, it's nice for everyone to get that, and that's our aim, really.
Yeah, going back to big, it could be like, well, we've got these events and we've got player management. I mean, it could be as big or as small as we want to make it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Sam, just before I go, I'm just wondering if you can rattle me off your achievements. I know you wouldn't want to do that because you're not a big-headed gentleman, but I think I kind of forget what you've done sometimes with opens you've won and knockouts we've been to, in player of the leagues, most averages, most 180s, every trophy in one of these pubs around Telford's pretty much got you one as a singles or doubles winner or average winner. So let's go from the beginning. What can you remember?
Well, every league I've ever played in, I've won the singles in it. So that's Monday nights,
Tuesday nights,
Thursdays, Friday nights. I didn't win the singles in the Friday night league in Shrewsbury.
Super League?
Super League, I've won the Super League singles, yeah. I've won the Super League doubles, I've won the Monday doubles, most wins in every league, most 180s in every league, highest finishes in every league.
Man of the matches at county?
Oh yeah, plenty of man of the match awards at county, plenty of man of the match awards at county youth, getting selected to play for like the north of England in their Four Nations tournament.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you about. I couldn't remember what it was called.
No, it's alright. That was one of my greatest achievements as well, to be fair.
Countless knockouts and opens.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of open victories, plenty of doubles tournaments victories, and
PDC youth,
yeah, and just like.
And was it last
Challenge
8
Tour finals and stuff?
Last 8 of the PDC World Youth Championships.
Yeah, last 8 of the PDC World Youth Championships. Yeah, Ricky Evans beat me in that.
Yeah,
went on to get beat by Michael Smith in the final. Yeah, mate. There's a lot like.
There's a lot that people don't know. So everybody now knows.
A little bit more.
A little bit more. And hopefully when you see him, you'll have a lot more to ask him about now, rather than what's the TDO doing next.
I don't mind.
Yeah. Thanks for taking your time out and agreeing to do this. There'll be a lot more of these to come in the future. Thank you all for your time. TDO out.
Yeah, man. Cheers, bro.